Kim.com, perhaps they would know. Anyway, I am looking for big picture philosophy. I'm not going to get bogged down anymore in minutia. I do cover it though, and I will today. I'm trying to balance mailing this stuff in, not mailing it in that it's garbage that I'm sharing, but to do it effortlessly. If I'm not free, why should anyone listen to my show? I'm saying I am free, and that's why I will continue to make these. I'll continue to read my comment. The United States is run by the military-industrial complex in partnership with other nations. I'll get into that later. The Manitalk guy, who I know through Ebon Kim, he did an interview with another Belgium person. So Ebon Kim interviewed, what's-her-face? Remember that? Maybe I will go into this minutia here and there, and anyone who's interested can easily backtrack and see what I came up with. It was something about Ebon Kim connected to the 14 Eyes. Apparently. What are the odds on that? A free internet was backfiring with Snowden and Assange disclosures. I was thinking about how everything is rigged, the algorithms are completely useless, Google search engine doesn't work. The Power Elite throttle stats and rigs everything because otherwise masses of people would proverbially wake up. It feels like a tie. Here I'm going into just new theory. Krishnamurti spoke about how he'll try to rephrase something, but he can't go back to what he said before. It happened. We have to stop recording so much, where we become neurotic. It feels like a tie. I think this is a tie. Right here I'm free, my voice is clear. I no longer edit too much when I'm talking. I only do it in between sentences. Sometimes I still take a pause to collect the thought, but you won't notice that. And for the most part, I no longer do that so much. So the internet is free, or I'm free, and I'm on the internet. So it seems like I could be contradicting myself. So it's a tie in that we are able to still think. We're not in a cage, at least not a real cage like Julian is. It feels like a tie because while the bad guys own everything for relevant platforms, people see through that enough to stop participating. I mean that a form of participation. Obviously, I'm still participating. I'm online. I'm reading some stuff. I'm watching here and there. I'm producing videos. Internet COINTELPRO informants have lost their greatest asset of the fourth wall. It's gone. The fourth wall, that's where they use the veneer. It's been going on, I said, since, well, you go back to the printing press, but you look at Edgar Allan Poe, he was kind of a pop culture guy. Newspapers had developed before him, and I think he was into editing magazines and participating in that sort of stuff. And then Mark Twain around 1900, Mr. Satirist, Mr. Keeping Up on the Issues. Or watch some of those Mike Wallace interviews where it goes, it's the Mike Wallace show. That's the fourth wall. There seems to be a separation, or there did seem to be a wall between them and us. The only way us could communicate with them was to write a letter to the editor, and we might see it published. You probably wouldn't unless they could use it for some use. Did I use the word use too much? So the fourth wall's gone. It's too easy to troll bust at this point because there's no way to spread the info. So yes, I can roll out of bed and generate this sort of thing. It's too easy. I said it's probably some kind of natural law of physics going on. There's some type of corollary. If it wasn't easy, then that means it would mean something. If something's too easy, there's got to be an explanation for that. I found it easy to cyber sleuth Brett Kimberlin. It wasn't that easy, but it was fairly easy. But the ease in which one can do it now is, I think, to a degree much more, even though the algorithms are rigged.